Shark launched the PowerDetect Cordless in late 2024, with a splashy press release that not only promised it to be the most powerful cordless vacuum they'd ever produced, but also the smartest. It boasts a bevy of sensors to boost suction in various situations. Plus, it's optionally available with a self-emptying docking station, which not only charges the vacuum, but also dumps any accumulated debris from the vacuum's dustbin into a separate high-capacity dustbin inside the dock. It's a solid performer overall, and certainly not lacking in features, but is it actually worth buying over the older and cheaper Shark Stratos Cordless? Hi, I'm Evan from RTINGS.com. Here to answer all that and more. The Shark feels a smidge more solid than most comparably priced alternatives. Now, unfortunately, that isn't a high bar to clear. Most cordless stick vacuums feel positively toy-like while in use. Still, it's worth shouting out the PowerDetect for having a chassis made of thick and sturdy plastic. The various latches and clips that hold everything together are pretty robust, and the vacuum doesn't exhibit any flex or wobble while you're pushing it around. That general feeling of sturdiness does come with a cost, though. Fully assembled, it weighs over 8 pounds. That's noticeably heavier than segment stalwarts like the Dyson V8, which come in at 5.5 to 6 pounds. That doesn't necessarily make it a completely unwieldy beast, but your arm might feel a little tired if you're really slinging the vacuum around. Its twin roller floor head is bulkier and heavier than single roller alternatives, but it pivots smoothly, and you can steer it around obstacles with ease. Due to the bottom-mounted dustbin, it can't lie completely flat, but you won't necessarily have to do that thanks to its folding wand. This feature allows you to clean under tables and chairs without having to crouch all the way to the ground. Its raison d'etre is its quality of life features, though. Its floor head has a boatload of built-in sensors for detecting dirt, surface type, walls, and even ambient light, which triggers its headlight. All those sensors are enabled when the vacuum is left in its detect power mode. It'll automatically boost suction when passing over an area with a lot of debris, maneuvering onto carpets, or cleaning along walls. The indicator lights on the main vacuum unit and floor head will change color depending on how much debris is being sucked up, from solid white for small, lightweight messes to dark purple for heavier concentrations. If you prefer being in the driver's seat, you can also manually toggle between the high power boost mode or eco mode to save power. This vacuum is also available for purchase with a self-empty docking station, with an advertised capacity of 45 days worth of debris from daily cleaning sessions. We didn't test the vacuum with this dock, but we did purchase the closely related Shark Detect Pro with a self-empty station that's somewhat similar in concept and operation. In that application, the dock does also cut down on day-to-day maintenance, but you'll still have to check in on its own filters periodically, which can get a little tedious. If you aren't purchasing this vacuum with a self-empty dock, you're likely going to be disappointed with the size of its dustbin. At about 0.3 liters, its dustbin has a little less than half the usable capacity as that of the Shark Stratos Cordless. As a result, you'll have to empty it at the end of almost every cleaning session. Well, it opens with a quick flick of a latch. Releasing the bottom hinge door can make a mess if you aren't emptying it within the confines of a big garbage can. In real-world conditions using the self-adjusting detect mode, you can probably expect somewhere in the realm of 30 to 40 minutes of use. Of course, that also depends on what kind of flooring you've got and how clean your home was before you started vacuuming. Now, the main sore spot here isn't its perfectly average uptime, it's the long recharge time. Using the standard adapter, you'll be waiting over 6 hours for the battery to fully recharge. Thankfully, the battery is removable and replaceable, so you can just buy a second one if need be, and you won't have to toss out the whole unit if it does lose the ability to hold a charge. Let's dig into the most pressing question for a vacuum. Does it suck? In broad strokes, mostly. In terms of raw cleaning horsepower, the Shark tops out at a little under 55 CFM of airflow, which is perfectly acceptable as far as cordless vacuums go. Unfortunately, the raw suction power measured from its floor head is pretty poor, and as a result, the vacuum can struggle to lift away really stubborn messes. The PowerDetect does its best work on hard surfaces like wood, tile, or laminate flooring, where its soft front roller can effectively gather up and sweep finer debris towards its primary brush roll. It's also pretty effective in dealing with larger debris, like rice or cereal pieces, but it can plow a small amount of material forward if you don't lift the floor head while cleaning. The rear of the floor head also has a set of rubber fins to trap debris when pulling the vacuum backward. Things aren't quite as rosy on carpeted floors. The floor head's poor suction and minimal surface agitation means that it'll struggle to dislodge finer debris embedded within carpet fibers. As a result, you'll need to make a few back and forth sweeps to really clear away more stubborn messes. On the other hand, the PowerDetect is pretty effective in handling pet hair, even on hard to clean surfaces like carpet. A single back and forth sweep leaves behind only a few stubborn strands. The floorhead's self-cleaning design is fairly resistant to jams and snags from tangled hair too. That's a good thing, as the primary roller can't be removed from the floorhead for easier cleaning. While the vacuum isn't bundled with a mini turbo brush tool, its straight suction upholstery tool is more than up to the task of handling shed fur on fabric surfaces. The PowerDetect occupies a somewhat unique position in Shark's current lineup, depending on how you option it out. As an individual unit, it retails for a little less than the Shark Stratos Cordless. Both vacuums deliver broadly similar cleaning performance, with the Stratos having a much higher capacity dustbin, while the PowerDetect is marginally lighter and easier to use as a handheld vacuum. Meanwhile, the Shark Detect Pro falls within a similar price tier to the standalone PowerDetect Cordless, but comes bundled with its own self-empty station. Ultimately, while the Detect Pro does have a slightly more convenient means of debris disposal, this comes at the cost of a much weaker suction motor and flimsier build quality. On the other hand, if you buy the PowerDetect with its own clean and empty docking station, it's pushed into an entirely different price category, one that's uncomfortably close to truly high-end units like the Miele DuoFlex HX1 and Dyson V12 Detect Slim. The Miele feels like a truly premium product with a much more robust feeling chassis and an elegantly designed dustbin cleaning system. The Miele is also the better option for cat and dog owners. It's more effective in dealing with stubborn pet hair and runs fractionally quieter. All the better for easily startled pets. Unfortunately, the Miele's dustbin is tiny, and its performance on carpeted floors is unspectacular. The Dyson V12 has the edge on the Shark when it comes to maneuverability, with a truly lightweight design that makes it a breeze to use in really cramped environments. It also comes with a broader assortment of tools and accessories that give it an edge for cleaning tight spaces. The Dyson delivers similar battery life to the Shark while charging in well under half the time too. However, there's no getting around the V12's toy-like build quality, which verges on unacceptable for something at this high a price point. In terms of raw performance, the Shark and Dyson actually deliver broadly similar results on various surface types. So, when it comes down to brass tacks, the Shark PowerDetect Cordless is a very solid mid-range cordless vacuum, with better than average build quality and good overall performance across a range of surface types. That said, unless you're really swayed by the minor difference in weight, the Shark Stratos Cordless ultimately provides similar performance with a far more conveniently sized dustbin. When the PowerDetect is purchased with a self-empty dock, it's fighting a little outside its weight class. To be fair, it'll deliver comparable cleaning performance to higher end units, but you'll be making sacrifices to build quality, maneuverability, or the number of attachments in exchange for a docking station that provides dubious overall utility. So that's it for our review of the Shark PowerDetect Cordless. If you're interested in more detailed performance data, you can check out the full review for this vacuum on our website. Until next time, I'm Evan from RTINGS.com, where we help you find the best products for your needs. Well, it opens with a quick flick of a latch. As a result, you'll have to empty it at the end of almost every cleaning session. Well, it opens with a quick flick of, oh my god. This is gonna be the one that kills me, man. This is it. All right, one more time. This is the one. Yes. As a result, you'll have to empty it.